What's up, YouTube? What's going on, man? You guys already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. Listen, man, before I just give you guys the notion, the subject at hand, what I wanted to discuss, the discussion I want to have with you guys. When we talking football, right? And you think back to Pee Wee Football League, junior high school or middle school, and then high school, and even college for that matter, right? What is the prime position that most kids want to play coming up? I'm gonna give you the answer. You guys should already know. It's running back. Everybody wanted to play running back, even if they couldn't run the football. Why is that? The running back is looked at as that guy on the field. Pee Wee, junior high, high school, even going into college rankings. The running back touches the ball majority of the time in Pee Wee, junior high, high school, and in most cases even in college. The evidence to back the fact for me, when we're talking college, when you go back in history up into even the present to a certain degree, who has the most Heisman trophies when it comes to positions? Quarterback, huh? I knew y'all probably would think that. Guess what? Running back has the most Heisman Trophy winners. The quarterbacks, 36. The running backs, 45. Let me just give you a couple notable running backs that have won that award. Dork Walker Award, you know that award, right? Ernie Davis, O.J. Simpson, Archie Griffin, Tony Dorsett, Earl Campbell, Marcus Allen, Herschel Walker, Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders, Rashawn Salam, Eddie George, Ricky Williams, Ron Dane, Reggie Bush, Mark Ingram, and Derrick Henry. That's just to name a few. There's plenty more. My point is this: Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, and Tony Pollard. Well, Tony Pollard has now signed his tender, but Jacobs and Saquon Barkley have not got a contract extension, and they're going to play this upcoming season if they decide to sign their franchise tag of $10 million. Now, let's go to New York, the big city, right? The New York Football Giants. Who you think is filling those stands up? Is it Daniel Jacobs? Though the quarterback is deemed, it is the most important position in football. Next to that was the running backs. Should be the running backs because they touch the ball the most. Picture the New York Giants offense without Saquon Barkley. Daniel Jacobs would not have gotten his bag of 40 plus million, guaranteed by the way, if it wasn't for Saquon Barkley. The offense was predicated around Saquon Barkley, even in the passing game. Short passes, screen passes, short passes that can be considered a run to Saquon. The offense had to go through Saquon. Daniel Jones is not a prolific passer. Let's get that clear. Yes, he has some wheels. He can make some good decisions, but we all know Saquon Barkley is the man on that field, on that team for the New York Football Giants. He's not getting paid. I'm sure they probably made him offer but they probably try to lowball him. Now, I do understand one thing before I get into the Jacob side of things. There was a point in time where the running backs was one of the only ones other than the quarterback that was getting the bag. There was a time when the defensive lineman wasn't getting the bag. The edge rusher wasn't getting the bag. The D tackle wasn't getting the bag. The safeties wasn't getting the bag. But in today's game, obviously the game has changed and elevated to more so of a pass-happy type of game. But at the end of the day, you still need running backs to win. When you got backs like Barkley and Jacobs that not only can pass catch out the backfield, can run the rock, but they also are good in pass protection, which they protect your prize quarterbacks. The running back also receives the most damage, has the shorter lifespan when it comes to the National Football League. Take the most punishment. Yes, if you toting the rock 20 to 25, maybe even 30 times a game, you're touching it 20, 25 times. Running the ball, you might touch it 3, 4 times in a passing game. You're taking some blows. No question. No doubt about it. But at the same time, you are very valuable to that organization, to that franchise, to that team. Your teammates know your value. Your teammates understand, hey, get the ball to Saquon. Get the ball to Josh because we need a big play. They understand this. The Raiders offense have Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback, y'all. What has he proven? Yes, he has a winning record, but what has he proven? Can he lead your team to a Super Bowl? Just ask yourself that question. And yes, he's been in the Super Bowl, but it's a multitude of factors the reason why he was in the Super Bowl. Picture the Raiders offense without Josh Jacobs back there. Had a career year, led the league in rushing, over 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns. And he caught a career high, almost 60 catches this season. Saquon Barkley added 1,300 yards after a year of him, coming back from injury and had 10 touchdowns. Those two offenses alone don't produce without those two running backs in the backfield. Let's make that very, very clear. And I'm coming from a perspective of a person. You can see plaques and things like that in the background that also played running back. No, not at the highest level. Did not play in college. Did not play in the NFL. But I played Pee Wee, junior high, high school football. And I played running back. And understand the magnitude of being a running back, which is one of the positions that is always looked at. One of the most glorified positions in sports, period. Okay? And let me just give you a few running backs, when we talking, since we're talking running backs. Jim Brown, Walter Payton, Earl Campbell, Gale Sayers, O.J. Simpson, John Ricketts, Tony Dorsett, Curtis Martin, Thurman Thomas, Eric Dickerson, Marcus Allen, Marshall Faulk, Terrell Davis, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, Herschel Walker, Bo Jackson. A lot of these guys have made the NFL. Let's make that clear. Yeah, today you got, of course, your quarterbacks, your Pat Mahomes and your Tom Brady's, your Aaron Rodgers, your newcomers like your Josh Allens and whoever you want to throw up there. But let's not mistake the importance of a running back, how valuable a running back is to a franchise. I believe if you're a boss, you pay your best workers. You pay them that bag. Could you say, though it is the most important position on the field, and I do get that and I do understand that, but you saying Daniel Jones is more valuable than Saquon Barkley? Do you think the fans in the stands are filling up in New York for Daniel Jones or Saquon Barkley? Is he more marketable? Yeah, he can make his money on the side, endorsements, sponsorships, what have you, commercials and all shoe, all of that. Yes, that's a part of getting your bag too. But when it comes to on-field play, Saquon Barkley, the New York Giants go as far as Saquon Barkley go. Let's not mistake that. Josh Jacobs had a few, subpar seasons, but broke out, and he's only, 25 years old. Pay the man. They could decide not to come to camp, play no games. They could pull a Le'Veon Bell, which he did in 2018, set out the whole season. And this hurts the whole team. It hurts the chemistry of the team. It hurts the connection with the players in the locker room because they're all trying to get their bag, no question, no doubt about it. But when you lowball your best players on the team, despite whatever position they play, the effect trickles down inside of that locker room. It makes people, maybe not so trustworthy, the ownership and everybody not so trustworthy. It's a business, man, but at the same time, it's a grimy business, man. What are y'all thoughts and stuff on when it comes to running backs not getting paid? Like I said, I do understand there's a point in time where defensive tackles, defensive ends, tight ends, cornerbacks, and safeties weren't getting that bag either. And the running backs were, of course, getting that bag. But when you, in today's age, and have backs that can, not only run the ball, not only block, but pass catch, just as valuable, right? What's your thoughts, man? It's your boy, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion. And I'm out. Till the next time.